Hi everyone, Miss Debbie here. Welcome to your story time. These are summertime stories, not necessarily for bedtime and not necessarily for little kids, but anyone who wants to hear a story. So tonight we have some summer stories that will put you in the mood for making a lemonade stand or having some ice cream or going for a hike. So let's get started. Froggy's lemonade stand. Who doesn't like Froggy? By Jonathan London. Froggy is the cutest thing. The cutest frog. It was hot. Froggy woke up and looked out the window. The sun was shining like a gold coin. Aha, he said to himself, that gives me a great idea. Look at this, the hot sun shining. That means he slept a little bit late if the sun was up. So he hopped out of bed and got dressed. Zip, zoop, zup, zut, zut, zat, and flopped to the kitchen for breakfast. Flop, flop, flop. Mom, he said, jumping up on the chair, I'm going to have a lemonade stand and make lots and lots of money. Good idea, said his mother, but first, eat your breakfast, dear. So Froggy ate his breakfast of cereal and flies, munch, crunch, munch, and thought about what he could buy with all the money he made. Let's see, he thought, a new hula hoop? A new pogo stick, boing, boing, boing. A new superhero cape, zoom. Do you know anyone who uses a pogo stick? I don't, but hula hoops are fun. Then he said, okay, time to sell some lemonade. And he jumped up and flopped outside. Flop, flop, flop. He's got those big floppy feet. Froggy, called his mother. Wah! First you have to make the lemonade, dear. Oopsie, cried Froggy. I know that. And he picked some lemons from their lemon tree, then raced into the kitchen and started squeezing them into a pitcher, singing, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Froggy's always singing. Ouch, cried Froggy. I squirted lemon juice in my eye. When the pitcher was full, he poured in a whole box of sugar, zloop, then lots and lots of ice cubes, zblat, zblat, zblat. And then he stuck his finger in to taste it. Yum, said Froggy. And he flopped back outside with the lemonade. Flop, flop, flop. And he only splashed half of it. Froggy, called his mom. What? You forgot to make a lemonade stand. Oopsie, I knew that, said Froggy. Now, with a little help from Mom and Dad, Froggy made a lemonade stand. Bang, bang, bang. Then he hammered up a sign and shouted, free lemonade for sale, 25 cents. But Froggy, said Mom, how could it be free if it costs 25 cents? Oopsie, cried Froggy, and he drew a line through the word free. Zwish. He's such a silly little frog. Then he sat down and waited for his first customer to come. He waited and waited and waited, and it got hotter and hotter. Look at that sun. And every time Froggy got thirsty, he drank a cup of lemonade. Glug, glug, glug. And by the time his first customer, Froggalina, came and said, hi, Froggy, a cup of lemonade, please. Just 2 drops dripped out of the pitcher. Splish, splish. All the lemonade was gone. Oopsie, said Froggy, and he ran off and raced back with an old soccer trophy. One soccer trophy for sale, 25 cents. But Froggy, what I really want is... And just then, Max showed up and said, "Hi, Froggy. A cup of lemonade, please." Froggy ran off and rushed back with a busted saxophone. One saxophone for sale, 25 cents. But Froggy, what I really want is... And then Matthew showed up and said, "Hi, Froggy. A cup of lemonade, please." "Yikes," said Froggy, and he jumped up, ran off, and dashed back with a broken baseball bat. One baseball bat for sale, 25 cents. But Froggy, what I really want is... lemonade, everyone shouted together, even Pollywoggolina, his little sister. "Oh, I give up," cried Froggy. "Follow me." And he led everybody back into the kitchen. "Oopsie," said Froggy, "there's no sugar left." What a mess he makes. And all the ice is melted and all the lemons are gone. "I'll help you pick some more," said Frogolina. "And I'll get some sugar," said Max. "And I'll get some ice," said Matthew. "Good idea," said Froggy. While Max and Matthew ran off, Frogolina climbed the lemon tree and picked lemons. Do you know anyone who has a lemon tree? In Florida, you might have a lemon tree in your yard. It's pretty cool. And when Max came back with a box of sugar and Matthew came back with a bucket of ice, they all made lemonade together, singing, "Easy peasy, lemon squeezy." Then they ran outside and had a wild lemonade party around the lemonade stand. "Froggy," called his dad. "What?" "So how much money did you make?" "Oopsie," cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. "I didn't make 1 cent." But we all had a great time. "Yes," cried his friends. Isn't that fun? What a story about friendship. I love Froggy by Jonathan London. And here's another character you like, Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat Screams for Ice Cream by Kimberley and James Dean. I love the colors in Pete the Cat. Did you ever hear the little song? It goes like this. Ice cream, I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Do you have an ice cream truck that comes around in your neighborhood? We don't anymore, but boy, was it fun to take your $1.25 and go down and get one of these firecracker pops, right? Or just a double pop. Do you like ice cream? Pete the Cat screams for ice cream. Today is the coolest day. The Just Chillin' ice cream truck is coming and Pete can't wait. Today, for a limited time, the ice cream truck is going to be in Pete's neighborhood. Ice cream, so many flavors. Let's take a look. Rockin' Raspberry, Far Out Fudge, Tabby Twirl, Cotton Candy, Kitty Paw Tracks, Rainbow Swirl, Let's Go Bananas, and Unicorn Blast. There's the truck jingling the music. It's coming up the street. And sprinkles galore. There's got to be a million flavors and maybe more, Pete was thinking. Hey, Pete, what's your hurry? Asked Gus. I don't have time to play. Just chillin' ice cream truck is coming today. I can't wait, and it's getting late. Look, he's got his watch on his arm. Oh no, Gus looks so lonely. Can Pete make the time for Gus? Yes. Being a friend is groovy, and Pete knows it's cool to be kind. So he sat with Gus. Pete stops. He and Gus have a nice chat. Thanks, Pete, says Gus. You are one kind cat. Pete, what? What's your hurry? Asked Grumpy Toad. Sorry, I have to be on my way. Just Chillin' Ice Cream Truck is coming today. I can't wait, and it's getting late. Oh no, Grumpy Toad looks frustrated. Okay, can Pete make the time to help Grumpy Toad? Looks like he has a flat tire. Yes, lending a hand is sweet, and Pete knows it's cool to be kind. Ooh, they fixed the flat tire together. Wow, they fixed the flat. Thanks, Pete. You are one kind cat. It's cool to be kind. Hey, Pete, what's your hurry? Asked Callie. It's a shame I can't stay. Just Chillin' Ice Cream Truck is coming today. I can't wait, and it's getting late. Somebody's eating tuna, fries, cat food, water. Wonder who messed up the street. Oh no, it's the park that's a mess. That's all that trash that's laying around in the park. Can Pete make the time to help Callie pick up the trash? Yes, working together rocks, and Pete knows it's cool to be kind. So they picked up the trash and they picked up the recycling. Awesome. Pete and Callie cleaned the park just like that. Thanks, Pete. You're one kind cat. Oh no. Excuse me. Oh no, Pete checks his watch. He did run out of time. Oh no. But then he sees the clean park, Grumpy riding his motorcycle, and Gus with a smile. Today is the coolest day. Pete is glad he took the time. And then, to his surprise, the Just Chillin' Ice Cream Truck comes driving on by. He didn't miss it after all. Pete screams for ice cream. 1 scoop, 2 scoops, 3 more scoops until, brain freeze. Look at, they're all having their ice cream. Does it make you want to have ice cream? Ice cream is cool, but what's cooler than that? Taking your time to be one kind cat. The end. Pete the cat. I love Pete the cat as well. All righty. Have you gone hiking lately? It's not hard to do. You just pick a trail that's kind of easy, not rock climbing or anything like that. Hiking Day by Anne Rockwell. Do you know what kind of animal that is? Yep, it's a chipmunk. Look at look at this beautiful. It looks like sunrise. I think it's or it could be sunset, but it looks like sunrise. Today, my mother, my father, and I are going to climb Hickory Hill. That's the mountain I see from my window. It looks like a mountain to me, but everyone calls it Hickory Hill. I put on sturdy sneakers, find my floppy hat, and fill my water bottle. The ride from our house to Hickory Hill takes about 20 minutes. As we drive, I see fewer and fewer houses and more tall trees. As soon as we park the car, we check the map to see which trail to follow. Trails are like paths cut through the woods. We choose the red one. It's my favorite color. The minute we step onto the trail, we are surrounded by tall trees. We can't see the sky. The ground is covered with leaves and ferns. It looks like the inside of my mother's terrarium. It is so quiet. I can hear my sneakers crunching on the ground, snapping of twigs as you step on them, kicking a rock that tumbles out of the way. As we climb higher up Hickory Hill, a fat toad leaps in front of us. "Ribbit, ribbit," he says. I kneel down to look at him. His colors match the floor of the woods and the tree bark. Oh, what do you call that? A wood toad? A tree toad? Come to the library and look it up. We have books on frogs and toads. "Hey," says my father, "where is the red trail marker?" "Uh-oh," Mom says, "where can it be?" Are we lost, I wonder? We look at all the tree trunks around us. Then we notice a prickly porcupine slowly climbing a tree. As she moves up the trunk, I see a red mark appear. "I found it," I cried. We begin hiking again. I hear a loud tap, 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 tap. It sounds like someone is using a hammer. A little chipmunk puts a hickory nut in her mouth and scurries through the leaves. "Getting ready for winter," my father says. I spy other hikers in the woods. What's that on the tree? The tap, tap, tap gets louder. My mother points up and I see a woodpecker making a hole in the tree. "He's looking for insects hiding inside," she tells me. "He uses his beak to make the hole bigger and find good things to eat." "Bugs? Yuck," says Dad and I. We see some yellow mushrooms and red berries growing on a bush. But that beautiful, friendly toad is gone. Maybe he decided to hike down Hickory Hill instead of hiking up with us. Soon we stop for a drink. All of a sudden, I know someone is looking at me. I slowly turn to see a deer with wide antlers. Ooh. He leaps away so fast that no one sees him but me. Deer are quite fast. The more we walk, the more I notice the trees are not so tall. The ground is rockier, and now I can see bits of blue sky and even an airplane flying overhead. Suddenly, the ground below my feet isn't the woodland anymore. It's a big flat rock. We're at the summit, my father tells me, the top of Hickory Hill. We did it, I say. Look at that beautiful view. We all sit down on the sunny, warm rock, and guess who jumps up to be with us? The friendly fat toad. Here he is. It's nice to just sit and look at the view. The end. I like that book. I hope you get a chance to go out and hike sometime. It's a lot of fun in nature looking at all the things around. I have one more story to share. This is called Flamingo Sunset by Jonathan London. And Jonathan London is the same author that writes Froggy. He's a good writer and a good drawer. Flamingo Sunset. Don't you just love flamingos? Flamingos live in Florida, as do lemon trees. Look at how beautiful that is. That's gotta be my favorite bird. I don't think I've ever seen a flamingo in person. As the spring sun sinks into the tropical sea, two flamingos build a cone-shaped mud nest at the water's edge. Then the female lays a single white egg. For 30 days, the two mates take turns keeping their egg warm. For 30 days, something grows inside the precious egg. Then a peck, then a crack, and a tiny bill pokes out, and a sticky wet head. Finally, a whole wobbly chick stands, falls down, stands again, and makes a squeaky, puppy-like bark. The chick is hungry. Mother flamingo drips red, fat-rich crop milk down into the chick's wide open mouth. If you have a baby brother or sister at home, you know when they're sitting in the high chair, they just open their mouth wide for that spoon to go in. At a week old, the baby waddles on wobbly legs down to the edge of the salt lagoon and watches mother and father feed. Look at those legs on the flamingos. They're just fragile looking. Wading along, the flamingos scoop water and brine shrimp into their long bills, skimming the surface. The chick wants to try too. He steps on dainty feet and snags a tiny insect. A few weeks later, an eerie silence settles over the pink city of flamingos. Standing on one leg, heads tucked beneath wings, they wait. Did you ever see a bird sleeping and they tuck their head under their wing? It's hard to spot that. Suddenly, their snake-like necks shoot up and the whole colony honks a loud alarm. Black clouds flash with jagged fire. Thunder booms like surf. A storm is coming. The chick scuttles to his mother. His father huddles close. The sky cracks open like a giant egg, and the rain crashes down. Palm trees whip and bend in the roaring wind, and lightning rips the sky. Thunderstorms are scary. The next morning, the sun bursts out and fills the world with light. The chick shakes his soft downy feathers and spreads his fragile wings to dry. The storm is over. The day is bright. Months come and go. The chick grows and grows. His elegant pink plumes come in. Here he is. He's getting pink and big. It's almost time now. Finally, the day has come. He will go on his first feeding trip, along with his mother and father and the rest of the huge flock. The young bird runs on water, flapping his wings, and lifts off, neck stretched forward, legs floating behind, gracefully flying. Look how their legs just like float behind. It's pretty interesting. And they fly into a pink flamingo sunset. That has got to be beautiful to see. Next year, the flamingos will be back, building mud nests at the water's edge and laying in each one a precious white egg. The end. Flamingo Sunset. Well, thank you for listening to our stories tonight, and do come to the library. We have story times on Tuesday evening out on the lawn, campfire stories. So be there or be square. See you next time.